Welcome back to Perth City Talks. Here we are at the 26th Annual WA Screen Awards. Here at Heath Ledger Theatre in Northbridge, we're recognising excellence, innovation and significant achievement in the WA film sector. Can we increase our platform on a global level?
Well, I think by continuing to encourage the development of the industry that is growing well in Western Australia. There's a whole range of feature-length films and documentaries that are produced here, and indeed animation. There's a significant collaboration between a West Australian studio based in Bunbury and China now for the major Chinese market. So the sort of support that is provided from the public sector through Lottery West and the state government through Stream West into the industry does provide a lot of support and encouragement to grow the industry further. And
on to the Frog Management Best TV Production Live Award. WASA goes to Tibor Mezaros for #TheBuzz.
Thank you. The pronunciation was perfect. It's Tibor. And I'm sorry to hear that 3 times, but if you're not making more live television, but we're making it, that's what you got.
Tell the public what it takes to produce something like this.
A good team, a good crew, and some unusual ideas, thinking outside of the box.
Haven't even opened the lid of my laptop.
There's a lot of industry. Obviously you have to go to university and study, and to actually the physical day-to-day to get a TV series up and going. What kind of creative process does that take?
Basically you got to be prepared to work hard. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean nothing, really, and you have to be prepared to work very hard, and you don't get paid, you don't get compensated until much, much, much later, if at all.
The Outstanding Achievement Award for feature film Factual goes to Glenn Stasiuk and Jeff Aslan for Watch 'Em Up, a Black Prison White Playground.
Keep moving, you black bastards! Whoa, whoa.
It's been a long journey, as anyone knows about the film, but no longer than the 400 Aboriginal men that are still buried in an unmarked grave at Rottnest or Watch 'Em Up. So that's really the key to driving myself to getting it finished.
That's an amazing reason for doing such a film of meaning. Was there quite a lot of emotion involved while you're through the process?
What did you say in there? Tell them.
Yeah, well, the project's taken us 4 years. We've had no official financing support with this film. So we had deaths, births, divorces and marriages in the time that we made this film. And also it looks like another birth happening with our production.
We've gone
one
full
of our production
circle
designers.
about 3 or 4 times with this film. But as I said, it's just a dedication to everyone that's involved in the West Australian film industry who's not supported or funded by the big body. We won't say who that is. You can still do it.
It's my great pleasure to present the Central Institute of Technology Award for Best Student Film. And the WASA goes to Brett Dowson for Broken.
Whenever you're starting a story, you're always sort of looking for what you want to sort of say as a writer or a filmmaker, what you sort of feel you need to give to the world. And in this case, it was to sort of, it was, I guess, to allow for the youth of today to be encouraged to express themselves and not be sort of repressed by old-fashioned sort of tropes, to be allowed a sense of freedom, I guess.
This is a thrill. I'm very pleased to present the Coopers Award for Best Performance by an Actor. Miles Pollard for Drift.
This is the first award I've ever received for my acting career, and it's just nice to receive it and be recognised in your home state. So it makes it even more significant for me.
He's put our family at risk. He's put you, me, Mum, everyone at risk. Everything we've ever worked for at risk.
You did a pretty fucking good job of that all by yourself.
Oh, hey!
What makes for a compelling storyline?
I just think it has to be authentic. I think it has to resonate. It has to be saying something that's significant. I think it has to have a solid beginning, middle, and end. It has to have strong antagonist, protagonist. It's just got to be relevant too, I think.
And colloquial, like just keep it in the moment, or can you just be a little bit innovative?
Well, I mean, I think you can. I think audiences smell it when it's inauthentic. I think it's very easy to get caught up in trying to be formulaic and trying to preempt what audiences want. And I think when you start, thinking too hard about the business, you can compromise some of the artistic integrity. So it's a fine line between balancing the commercial and the artistic.
Our next award is the Venacious Wines Award for Best Performance by an Actress. Emily Rose Brennan.
What the fuck was this?
What was what?
2 fights on anniversary night? Would it kill you to do something romantic?
So do you think that the industry within the background of the films is underrepresented by women? I've just been finding I've been talking to a lot of men tonight.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I do think gender often underpins how much confidence we have, how much confidence human beings have. Perhaps the testosterone that men have causes them to run to the front in terms of being directors or writers, leaders on projects.
If this is what I can expect after 10 years, I need a serious rethink.
In my experience, I've met several incredibly adept, intelligent, focused and motivated producers who are females, and obviously many actresses as well. And, I do think things are turning around. I do think things are changing, but perhaps there is a biological sway towards men taking the lead and having more confidence. But I do think it's something that can turn around, and perhaps if we had more opportunity. I mean, we are living in a patriarchy. I mean, we are, but I think we are getting there.
WASA Award for Best Short Film Drama goes to Emilia Jolikoska for The Fan.
Our film really deals with loss, love and loneliness.
It's about relationships as well, which everyone can relate to.
Yeah.
The Fan was quite universal in terms of that character and their relationship. So people related it to their pet, their family and their lover. So to have that much feedback in terms of different relationships really spoke about the universality of it.
And an award like this, how will this propel your careers from here? Do you think it's got a good leverage because you've won a couple of awards for this film?
We sure hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everything is better with you. Everything's better and so. Everything's better with you. Yeah. Everything's better.
Our film was written about an inanimate object that comes to life, so a lot of it was done through puppetry rather than live performance, and we ended up moving the puppeteer Tim Watts in post. So it's a two-hander film about a love story between a man and a fan. The fan isn't a real person, obviously.
Okay. So what does it mean to actually receive an award for all that hard work and creative vision that you had?
I'm actually a little bit blown away right now. I mean, this has been like the last year or so of my life. So I was very heavily involved in post-production and everything. So it's been an incredible honour. It's incredible.
Time for the penultimate award. Ladies and gentlemen, the Curtin University People's Choice Award. Now, 32 films were screened over 3 days at the State Theatre Library. And the production that got the most audience votes takes home this award. And the WASA goes to Matt Lovekiss, Henry Inglis and Lauren Elliott of Mad Kids for The Legend of Gavin Tanner.
I think our show is quite a popularist show. I think it's a comedy, and I think it resonates with the broad audience. I think not that it's a broad comedy, but it's got
a bit of underdog to it, and we kind of know he's going to lose, but we hope he's going to win. And he's an everyman kind of guy, and he's also a bit of a buffoon, so it's quite fun to watch him go and screw things up time and time again.
Mad Dog? Psycho? Janie? Lovely day.
You think you can just lie to me and Janie and get away with it? What's that, Janie?
There's so many dramas being celebrated tonight, and it's really cool that a comedy is being recognised with a WASA. So we're very excited to have one for our Mad Kids office.
WA Screen Academy at ECU Best Feature Film Drama goes to Robert Connolly. Maggie Miles and the Turning Ensemble for The Turning.
Hi. Is this machine free? Yeah. Boy, that must have hurt. I didn't even have the guts to get my ears pierced. It must really hurt there.
The Turning is, of course, based on Tim Winton's book, The Turning, and 17, or actually 18 of us, because Marika did an intro to The Turning. 17 of us got a beautiful opportunity by Robert Connolly. He said, here's your chapter, do whatever you want with it, basically. Take from it whatever inspires you and make a film. So it was an incredible opportunity, and we made a really beautiful, beautiful film, I believe.
Oh, no. It's easier than getting attacked. My name's Sherry. Ray. Hi, Ray.
And what was the underlying thematic premise? What was the meaning in the film that was compelling for the audience to watch?
Well, I think it's the actual book, which is The Turning, which is 17 chapters or 16 chapters, but has the thread of all the characters. So I think each chapter was its own distinct story, but had a thread, which is Tim Winton's amazing writing.
It's my pleasure, on behalf of Central Institute of Technology, to present a $5,000 cash prize for the 2014 Young Filmmaker of the Year. And the WASA goes to Daniel Monks.
So what does it feel like to be actually acknowledged finally for all that hard work and creative vision?
It feels amazing and very incredible and surreal. It's really amazing. And it's so, I would come to the WASAs when I was, 13 and 14 and stuff. And so it's really nice to now be here and actually having won an award. It's pretty amazing.
There are two incredible, extraordinary, powerful women who are mostly responsible for me being here tonight, and I just want to acknowledge both of them. And the first is my film partner and best friend and the platonic love of my life, Stevie Cruz Martin. She's an extraordinary filmmaker, and it's such an honour that I get to work with every day, and she inspires me. And the second is my incredible mother, Annie Murder Monks.
So what advice do you give green people in the industry, young people who are up and coming and didn't make the grade tonight? What's your advice for them?
Well, the other nominees tonight for my category are all incredible filmmakers in their right. But for people starting out, my advice is just find people you love working with and just do what you love and don't let anything stop you, because there's always a way if you have the will. So.
This evening has been an exciting showcase of the high calibre of creativity coming out of the Western Australian film industry. Congratulations to all our very talented Screen Award winners.